Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's review, one of the charts that stands out the most is that of here TNX, the 10-year yield. So this morning when the PPI data was released, a couple pieces in that were a little bit of a mixed bag, but I always feel like if we just let the charts do the talking, this is a pretty big, way of understanding that the cuts are not going to be coming anytime soon. So as I see this, it's probably going to be pushed out into June, give or take. That's at least the spot where we start to see some of the first bits of indecision. But as these short-term yields really start to pop, one of the names that took the biggest hit off of this is here in Tesla. And I believe that the rise in those short-term yields gives you so much more clarity than trying to hunt for news or anything of that nature. So as I see Tesla down in here, 150 and then 145 look like very feasible downside targets. So if you're looking for places, to eye that one to the downside, I think that could be worth your while. I probably won't be doing too much of that with my own money, but I am going to be flipping over and trying to find other spots, which, again, some sharp differences in these companies, but there are other pieces of tech out there that are still doing okay, and one of them is Cloudfair. So, in these video newsletters, I always try to bring you active analysis, actionable analysis, and analysis that revolves around mature squeezes most of the time on daily time frames. So, granted, this last move was because of earnings, but if you could ignore that for just a moment, it'll help you understand how the squeeze can and does work. That's to say that you get the compression off the squeeze, and when that compression finally releases, a directional move is what you're looking for. So, we have that signal starting to show up here again. What I want to be watching for is that by Friday afternoon's close, can this recover 95? And if it can get up closer to 96 or 97, then it might be ready for a better advance into next week. So, giving that one to you as a pick with NET, and then another with Crowdstrike. So again, these are tech companies, but I think positioned in a little bit different ways. Obviously, too, Tesla having its market cap come in a little bit from such inflated values makes sense, where some of these companies have smaller market caps, so maybe they have a little bit more room to grow. Again, the foundation of the daily squeeze, you can see that Crowdstrike has that mature signal down here in the lower subgraph, a very solid move off of earnings. Then you come back in to back and fill, mostly holding that 21 EMA, and same way of thinking here. If we can get through Friday, and definitely important too, that we get into next week without anything breaking in the indexes, but provided the market remains relatively stable, I think this is going to be looking for 373, and then you'll have some pretty healthy extensions after that. If you give yourself enough time, something like a 90-day call option should help you capture a good portion of that move, and I will be looking to allocate some cash there. So I hope that helps. You guys have a great witching expiration, and I hope to see you in the chat rooms tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.